welcome to the Dodger Show. Make friends, solve mysteries, and be generally excited. Da-da-da-da.
You won't see this until Monday, but I'm actually filming it on a Sunday. Weekends are awesome! So the Crysis 2 demo is coming out exclusively for the Xbox 360. Now a bunch of people are tripping balls about it, being all upset like, well, of course Microsoft would get something exclusive because they are just so rude and stuff. Here's the thing, all major companies do this, and it works. Sony got extra Batman Arkham Asylum content because they paid for it. Everybody pays for these demos. Sometimes, one company is willing to pay a little bit more than the other, and they end up getting it exclusively. Microsoft made a deal with Activision, they were able to sell more copies of Black Ops. Really, it just all depends on the market at the time and the way that the corporate chains are all working. So although everyone is really upset and furious that only Xbox 360 is going to get this Crysis 2 demo, I assure you, whatever console you do have, you'll probably someday get an exclusive demo and then you can rub it in everyone's faces. It'll be available next week on Tuesday, so anybody who has Xbox Live, you should go ahead and get that. Let us all know how it is. It'll have a multiplayer map called Skyline and 2 game modes, so you should have enough to kind of get a feel for the game and understand, see whether or not you like it in general. The full game will be available on March 22nd, so if you don't have an Xbox, if you're crying, if you're super upset that you don't get to play Crysis 2, if you're not, or in March, end of March, you will have your moment. Or you could just beat up your friend who has an Xbox. So you know the little areas that you sit when you're waiting for a bus, especially in a big city, they typically have them, like in smaller towns where I've lived, they just have like a bench, and they're like, here, you wait for the bus here, but in bigger cities they tend to have like a little house that you can sit in. So an entire wall of this shelter now in San Francisco, as kind of a trial run, I believe, they're putting this little like digital game that people can play while they're waiting in case they're super bored. It's called Yahoo Bus Stop Derby, and the idea of it is actually kind of funny. It's like your bus stop is competing with other bus stops in the area, and you can see how the other bus stops are doing and get super competitive and stuff. The big thing that a lot of people are mentioning that makes them really nervous about it is that since it's a wall of the shelter, it means that you have to turn your back to everybody while you're playing it. If this makes you nervous, city dwellers, might want to stay away from this game. Or if this was the wall where you're playing it, maybe you could stand against this wall and just play it if you got like really good at it. There's solo play and multiplayer. They tried to cover all of their bases, so we'll see how it does in San Francisco, and maybe this will end up being a thing that shows up in other cities because it is powered by Yahoo. So it's not like they couldn't fund it being in other major cities around. Still funny though. Not as good as the toilet games that we talked about in a previous episode, but definitely funny. Oh gosh, okay. So the last thing that I wanted to talk about is that everybody's getting super butthurt about the new Spider-Man being a British dude. So Andrew Garfield from the UK, he's going to be playing Spider-Man in the new Spider-Man movie, and they made like his outfit a little bit different, a little bit more abstract. I think it's kind of a reboot of the Spider-Man movie franchise, although I'm not positive. A lot of people were like, no, he's such an American icon, like you can't have him being played by a British person. They threw the same fit about Captain America, which I kind of understand. I do get that they would be like, no, we only want an American to play Captain America, obviously, but the thing is like, I don't think that they're going to take Andrew Garfield and be like, hey dude, just go ahead and do your British accent. No, that's totally fine. We're gonna say that you just came to America at some point. Since they were dead set on continuing the movie franchise, I'm really glad that it sounds like they're kind of pulling it back, doing something different with it, because I wasn't a huge fan of the third movie. Came in like 2006 or 7. But yeah, I mean the second one I was like, the second one's okay, and then the third one I was like, what is happening right now? I don't even... Seeing as all of you are from across the globe, how do you feel about icons that are supposed to be based in one country being played by somebody in another country? Does it matter? I personally don't think it matters at all. I mean, everybody's an actor, everybody ends up playing something that they're not, regardless. So I don't think that it's a huge deal to be like, oh, we're going to take this British actor and have him play an American superhero. Not a big deal. Acting is acting. So that's my show. Thanks for watching.
Wow, I never could have done this without such good friends.
So yeah, that's my show. So hopefully you guys had a great weekend. I hope that your week goes awesome, and I will talk to you guys again tomorrow. If you would like to have, it's tea today. If you would like to have tea with me, go ahead and click there, and I will see you guys tomorrow, as I said. Alright, bye-bye.